Dear viewers, good afternoon. I'm glad to welcome you to the Synthesit YouTube channel where we take feedback from Synthesit users. Today we have Mikhail as our guest. Mikhail lives in America. He has impressive results after using Synthesit. Let's give him the floor. Mikhail, hello again.
Hello. As for Synthesit, both my mom and I use it. We've been using it for about 2 years, but I can't say exactly how long. So we take it based on weight, meaning for my mom, who weighs 60 kilograms, I give her 1 capsule on an empty stomach about 40 minutes to an hour before a meal. And for myself, I give a bit more because I weigh more, about 2 capsules.
You are taking a drug made in America with a concentration of 1,000 micrograms, right?
Yes, that's the one from New York.
Great.
Here, Omar, the changes. Well, first of all, I don't go to doctors. To be honest, I don't believe in them. My mom has to, so we don't go to the doctor, but I make the diagnosis. The most important thing is to get blood tests at least once every 6 months or every 4 months, and if something is bothering anyone, God forbid. Well, it's not really for show. She feels fine, and she even has a sense of humor. So if I ask her, "Mommy, you're beautiful, but what about your son? He's kind of scary." What do you think he replies to me? He replies, "Son, don't be upset. That's how life has been too." My mom couldn't do that before.
Mikhail, sorry to interrupt you. Let the viewers know what diagnosis your mom has and how old she is.
She just turned 100 years old 10 or 11 days ago. So she's hit the milestone, the second century, so to speak. She had dementia, and it's really scary when that gets in the way. According to rumors, she hasn't lost her hearing, maybe around 50 to 70%. Well, it could be bad. It's hard to say. 50 to 70. Well, I don't know. I believe in computers, but when it comes to concentration, she understands the question. But before, she didn't understand questions, meaning she had dementia. Now she practically doesn't have it. So she used it for a long time. They showed her that she has asthma. She used a nebulizer, albuterol, and a gas inhaler, meaning 5 capsules, and that's how it was supposed to be every day. Now she hasn't used it for over a year. She doesn't use it at all.
She doesn't use the nebulizer, right, for breathing support.
Her breathing is normal. Her blood pressure is stable. Stable blood pressure is 100/70, 1/10. It's usually 70 or 65, very rarely 90/60, but that's extremely rare. So I give her strong tea. I try to manage it not with pills, but with my own methods. And basically, their heart rate. That's not true. I had a pacemaker put in. I don't remember how many years ago, so that the thread wouldn't fall, you know. Right now, it's plus or minus around 59 to 70, which is normal. With the remote, the most important thing is that I think I've leveled it out. So I try to focus on myself. But there's one downside I've realized. I can't let go. So that's how I serve my mom. I believe that a person lives here for a long time, not just for 2 gods. It's a good mood, and the main components are important, right? Yes, because when a person starts to get nervous, nothing calms down here. And the synthesize, so to speak, helps with a normal mood. And basically, I feel good myself. Well, my blood pressure can go up like that, you know, after I've smoked. And then it stabilizes quite a bit because I'm not young either. I'm not in my 20s or 30s. I'm a bit older.
Mikhail, can you elaborate? We can focus on the symptoms of dementia that my mom faced and how soon she felt relief. How soon did you notice improvement in her, perhaps, in cognitive behavior?
Well, it's hard to say because I don't even remember when we started taking the synthesis, but it was around a couple of years ago. But already a year ago, maybe even more, in principle, I haven't noticed that she has a good appetite, better than before. But I feed them in the morning, trying to do it like an adult during the day, and then unload them in the evening with tea and sweets. So I don't overload her stomach. I try not to give her too much at all because she already has enough food. The most important thing I say the mood, and Synthesit is a very good help because we ate almost from many medicines and gave it as a must. And now I give it 3 times a week. Baby aspirin. There are quite a few medications, but I try to have my mom's blood tested at least once every 6 months, and we're looking at magnesium, garlic for sure, garlic. My own methods, not so much medications, but
dietary supplements, comprehensive therapy. And before that, did she have dementia symptoms for a long time? From what age, roughly?
a long time ago. She wasn't, of course, deep, but the person didn't understand what to talk to her about. And her memory, it's all the time, I don't remember, I don't know, something like that. There she might remember something old, but now in principle she recognizes me, which makes me happy.
Great. She even jokes with you, right?
She jokes sometimes, yeah. I ask my mom what 2 times 2 is, and she says, "Are you buying or selling?" There you go. So, well, it's okay. The most important thing I say, if a person doesn't pressure themselves with something, these days there are professors coming out of every corner, everyone seems smart, and so on and so forth. The main thing, my main saying is that I have no right to waste my energy and time on people who don't love me. It's not in a literal sense, but sometimes we spend ourselves on things that are unclear, for unclear reasons. You see, life is so short. If we don't dedicate time to ourselves, to our family, then when are there conclusions? Hard experiences.
I completely agree with you. That's a very important comment. And as a parting message for our viewers, could you share a few wishes, maybe just some kind words for those consumers who will be watching your interview?
The most important thing is that kind words are for yourself, because if a person is struggling with something, whether it's love, money, or anything else, I say at least find the culprit, look in the mirror. So I believe that the most important positive thing, the main goal is to make yourself the goal and always look for positive things to do, because stress, it follows people everywhere, even in sports. Stress is everywhere. So the less stress, the longer the life, the better the health.
Thank you very much, Mikhail. It was very nice to meet you and chat. We also thank the viewers for their attention. We would be very grateful for other feedback from consumers. We will stay in touch with Mikhail for further improvements. And once again, goodbye, Mikhail.
Goodbye, all the best.